My name is John Drabert. I'm going to give you 3 things that you can be praying for this week. But before I do that, here's a reflection on Romans 12:2, which says this: don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Well, Christians often think of their outward behavior rather than their inward behavior. If my actions show the world that I'm a good Christian, then I must be right. I must be in a good standing with God. I think our actions that impact our inner self, the things like character and good judgment and confidence, the things that impact those things are often overlooked. So yes, let's not copy the behavior and customs of this world, but what should we do instead? I will answer that with a question. What are the behaviors that will put you in a position for God to begin to transform the way you think? Well, our American friends to the south have just had an election. Let's pray that God will capture the hearts and minds of their leaders, transforming them into deeply committed followers of Christ. This week we launched a year-end matching campaign. We've already had a few donations, so thank you for that. These are early days in the campaign, so next week I will give you an update as to the giving total, where we're at, and we can be praying for a great response, that God will provide all that we need to do His work that He has called us to. Finally, we also made an announcement regarding some Summer Camps 2021 on this week's podcast. Check out the Bible Story podcast to learn more. I will link to it below. As we continue to plan for summer camps, let's pray that God's Spirit will lead us and we will put our planning efforts in the right areas. Lots is happening within the ministry here at Covenant Bay, and I very much appreciate your prayers. Remember, there's no ministry apart from Christ. Pray with urgency and expectation. I will talk to you next week.